All right, everybody, we back. I think I know what was happening here. Oh, jeez, whiz. All right, so we got some washers there. All right, so they were trying to space it out, and then down here they had a washer in that one too. You probably saw from the other video, and then we got this line here that was kinked up from when this thing was all the way adjusted to the top, because all this was like this and happened, and the top was squished by the compressor and everything was sick cockeyed, nothing was flush, and it all comes back to, it seems that we didn't want to get a shorter belt. So I think we're gonna need a new bracket there, because this one right here is, let me show you. Like I said, this one is I believe it's, yep, she broken right there. So we're gonna need a new bracket. We're gonna get all this junk off here, and you know, maybe we just get a whole new setup. I don't know if they sell it like that, but that'd be nice. I think we're gonna unbutton it right here at the lines, just take everything off, because that's what we're doing. That's what's hip. So let's get that bad boy off there. Let's see here. Crack these lines open, drain it out, and we'll yank that thing off there and see what is going on with that rig, and we'll report back probably with a new bracket on there or a whole new pump or something. That whole washer deal there is making me kind of eerie. But the pump looks new. So does this hose right here. This one looks old. Somebody yanked it up right there to skip the exhaust and then crimped it. So we're gonna have to replace that bad boy too. So yeah, power steering pump maybe, or bracket. Start with a bracket, and we'll get a new line here. We'll crack that nut off and see what falls off, and just keep moving. All right, peace. What's up? We are back. It is the next day. Putting in work last night and trying to figure things out, as said. So I jumped in here and just started wiping down harnesses and getting to know the wiring, and cleaning up some connectors and stuff. Just all that dirty, nasty stuff. Getting to know her. Trying to figure out. Yep. We're gonna move on to that someday. And then I'm not really starting over here, because I found out without this well in here, this thing is still stabbing me in my gut. It does make it easier. I can get in there, but it kind of sucks still. So this side doesn't seem too hard to clean up, but we'll probably do that second. Over there is where we had all the problems. So let's move on to that, since we were talking about the. Hold on, let me walk around. All right, so yeah, I got it all apart, and I was sitting it on the bench, and I was thinking about that bracket that's broken and everything. So I started looking at it, and I think I can not necessarily rig it up. I think I can make it just as strong as before. It's a small corner of the cut. I don't think we need to take off the pulley and do all that. I want to stick it in a vise, straighten it out, and use some bigger washers on the front and back side, and just brace that gap right there, and then I'll shim everything where she's living there nice and comfy, and then all the drag won't be on that bolt. So, you know, they had those top ones right there shimmed, they were sticking out. Now that bolt, I believe, 3 washers, and then down there on the second one there was a bolt with no shims, and I think it was like, and I think that's how the bracket went. So we straighten that puppy out and just give it some back, and then I think we can work with it. Anyway, moving on. So we got that painted up, cleaned up. That's our first paint here, and then we put some of that ceramic flat black on them stock headers there, just to make them look a little bit more better. Man, those stock ones, they can be just ugly. So those look nice. We'll see if it holds up. And we're just gonna slowly make our way out of here, and just, I haven't ordered anything yet because I just got to get done digging before we order stuff. Anyways, try and cut this short. I'm getting ready to head in. I put in like 4 or 5 hours this morning doing these little things. Let me shut this up. We did do some pots. You can say whatever you want. I like the red. I think it's cool on the spindles there. We did the spindles red. And then the U-bolts to kind of complement the new control arms coming. I know that paint probably is not going to hold up, but sure is going to look cool for the first few. And these here I wanted to do red because these are the power steering brackets. And since they were giving me such a headache and people were shimming them and doing this and that, I think that we need to be aware of what's going on down there. So I wanted to brighten up those and I could see things. So that's why we did those red. I was going to do the brackets red, but I didn't want to overbear it, so you know, we don't want to do too much. So we got those brackets. Those are ceramic coated, I guess up to 600 or 2000 temperature. I did one on one side and one on the other because the back side of this one I think is up against the mortar, so you know, I'm using my resources. So, yeah, everything came out real nice. I think I did a dang old good job. I threw a can of clear over there just for some wanker that's gonna spray a bunch of carburetor cleaner on the brakes and instead of just doing it right. Yeah, I think it'll hold up to a few degreasers. I'll have to tell him he's gonna have to get in there with a toilet brush and scrub it every now and again. And here's the springs. Man, those things looked rotten. I think they look pretty nice now. So it's gonna have that red complement. He said in the future he might paint it red. I think he said maybe a candy red or something. So, but in my theory, like suspension should be like red. I think red is cool on suspension. Suspension says red. Okay, should be like the definition of red suspension. Anyway, we rolling. We'll get at it later, and I'll let you later. You know, I had the power steering pump right here. It's the same time, same day, about 60 seconds later, and I just wanted to include you this power steering because I was like, well, they don't know what you're talking about, the crack. So there's the crack, and you can see it's pretty bent, but I'm gonna take that and stick it in a vise, straighten it the best I can, see if there's some good integrity there, and then we're gonna put some, you know, some pretty good washes on it maybe. This is just an example. We can do whatever we want here, but let me see if I got one. Let's just say this is way too big, okay? So don't get the wrong idea. But like a backing, right? Once we get straightened out, and I think we'll be okay. Because it has the top one, it has that one, and it has the back one. If it didn't have the back one, I'd be nervous, but I think we'll be fine. There you go. All right, we out. What's up, y'all? We are back. Today's project is gonna be this rear end cleanup. It is just gunked with gunk on top of gunk. It was spewing on top of the bed over there too, so it really needs a pinion seal, I believe. We're gonna scrape all that off, wire brush some things, scrape this thing down, get as clean as we can, get these wheels off, dump that gear fluid, see what's going on inside, maybe rip them shocks off later, and begin the cleanup. We made it this far, boys, and we're getting there. You can see I got a Focus, baby. Oh man, that still looks like shit in there. Alright, I gotta do. Well, I didn't really. I just kind of went to the back of the bed. That was just extra. So, and I still gotta replace this hose here and do some things, but we're getting there. Here we go. Yeah, buddy, we're back. I don't know. It's like an hour, 2 hours later, something like that. Get the scraping that rubber, knocking it off. Probably got about 5 pounds of dirt there. Stuff. Really knocked it down best we could. Now give her a nice bath, and we'll go from there and see how she looks. We'll get all this ready for paint, and we'll drop this cover here. And somebody had hatcheted into the cover there to fit the bracket. I don't know why you just maybe didn't put a washer there or something. You know, I think it would have been fine. Yeah, maybe 2 little washers, maybe one regular and one lock, and get that bolt in there. You know, that was goofy. But all right, let's get these wheels off and get this thing on some jack stands and get that power washer and degreaser in motion, and we'll go from there. Man, that was a lot of crud, man. I was taking that thing out by the chunks. Pretty cool. All right, let's go. What's up, y'all? We are back. It's about another hour later, and we got the wheels off, and we got some degreasing going on and some pressure washing, and it's a mess out here, and I could smell the gear oil in the grease, and that pinion gear's slapping it all over the place. There we go. Look at that, not too bad, huh? Still got some goo on there, but this is not gonna be a show truck, and I mean, that's pretty much baked on there unless I get in there and end up in the hospital with all that powdered dirt. So I think it's gonna come out pretty nice. Probably not even gonna see that. I mean, I know it's there, but it's not a big deal. Let's not make things a big deal. All right. So he got some new brakes in here, and they look really nice. So we left the drums on there, and we are gonna paint them, but we're gonna leave those on there for now. And everything's due for a nice cleanup. So we're gonna hit it with some Rust-Oleum and just keep going. We got the front done to the cab there, but I don't want to give you guys any sneak peeks until we complete the frame here, because I just don't. All right. So here's the other side. Looks pretty good. Looks like you got a brand new bumper and bracket there. Please hold. Here's the rear. Everything was just smashed with gunk, so again, I think that's pretty. I'd probably make a sandwich on that if I had to, but I'm a mechanic. So there you all go. I mean, get places I can't even go. It's pretty clean. Yeah, we're just gonna go with it. Let's do it. There's the pinion sling right there. Alright, we out. Well, we're back again. It is an hour later. Well, 40 minutes later. Been doodling around, but we dropped that cover. And thank God I'm a thorough mechanic, because I saved this guy's life again. There's what came out. I don't even know how. That it looks like, what, a quarter of a quart maybe, or something. Milliliters. Man, I'm gonna guess it's never been serviced, and all that slingshot and everything in the grease around was the gear oil. I wonder why it wasn't leaking. So yeah, that's gonna help. We'll clean that puppy out too. Get some carburetor cleaner in there, not too much for the bearings, but definitely want to see what rolls out of there and get her filled back up and probably put a new cover on there or something cool, you know. Anyway, there you go. Sheesh. Out.
Probably should have checked. That belt's got to go. Around the water pump, the crank, the power steering, and the AC. So I'm going to have to take the alternator loose and get that belt off.
Go back. We back. So we're on the c10 there. We got a whole bunch of everything. Y'all watching to get some stuff. I help out there. I don't have the tire. They cuts down. But, so yeah, so I don't want to give you that very nice. But the uppers and the lowers. Those came in a box that it didn't fit in, wrapped with enough tape to, I don't know, wrap a car maybe, and they were busted up real bad. They were all scratched. And, jeez, I ordered those off, you know, eBay. This many sold and seemed like a good deal, and shipping after a decent time, but man, the packaging sucked. So I had to repaint those, and since I did, I went ahead and hit those the end paint, 600 degrees, oil and grease resistance, so it, you know, yeah, it's gonna be anyway, so it's kind of blessing maybe, but it just, I had to put in like another 3 hours of taping it off and then painting it, waiting, curing it. It just sucked, but they look nice now. They look real nice. Yeah. So I hit them with like a gloss Rust-Oleum, I figured for the rust, and then I went over them with the ceramic engine paint, 600 degree, oil and grease resistant, and then I hit it with a clear coat because just for fun. So we got the tie rods, we got our control arms, we got our dust plates there, we got some shims. Brand new box of shims. I heard a guy say 5 and 5 to get it to a alignment shop, but I don't know. I got 5 and 3 is what it came off stock, and it looked kind of straight, but everything was messed up. So who knows what's right. Probably gonna run the 5 and 5 and see what happens. And those side tie rods there, the smaller ones, we're gonna probably hack about an inch off those instead of sending them back. Probably some of that. So they're long because I still have the 1 inch setup going on here, rotor setup, and I guess it's dropped, so they have to be shorter, and you know, nobody's gonna listen to that. So anyway, we got some new connectors. We got our guard pins there. We got our radiator thingies. We got our U-bolts, springs, shocks. The shocks were still like brand new. They got a lot of they're working really great. I tried them out, and so we're gonna roll with them. I think they'll be just fine. We got our differential. All right, we can get some part numbers now if y'all want. Let's do some part numbers. So this is all the stock part numbers from like AutoZone and a couple from eBay or something, but that might help you. So that's the regular stock we're in. That's a 12 bolt, and that's a Fel-Pro gasket under there. Kind of see. And I already lined it up. It does fit. It's a little off right now. So there's your part number. Alright, we got some semi-metallic brakes. Don't know if you want them, need them, love them, who knows. But there's your part number if you want it. And we got some dust caps. Those are in the AutoZone aisle, generic or whatever. I did all this AutoZone stuff so I could, you know, have a warranty and swap things out if things happen. So I don't know, quality over quantity or quantity over quality. I don't know. I just wanted the warranty. There's some more numbers for you. There you go. Got those. All right. Cool. Those are the bearings, front, inner and outer, and then the seals. And then behind that is a brand new alternator. There's your part number. It has a lifetime warranty on it. We got the two calipers there, C223 and C222. Those calipers are beautiful in there, man. I was thinking about painting them, but they are gorgeous. So we're just gonna leave those alone. There's a tailgate handle. There's your number. If you want it. We got a new dorm in there, the old M39413. Alright. Now I haven't tried any of this stuff, so I'll let you know at the end of the video if everything fits. There's some brake lines. Some rubber brake lines. I was gonna go with stainless steel, and then I started researching and finding out that you know, those aren't really decent for daily driving and stuff. We got all our hardware cleaned up. Those are ceramic coated too, so let's see if they hold up. Alright. And those wheel bearings, we got the extra heavy duty grease because he's going to put quite a load on them with these deep well tires over here, which are super cool, old school. I don't know, like 50s. So we're going to polish them bad boys up, make them hot to trot, and then we'll put them bad boys on. I'm probably going to roll with some spike lug nuts in there too, because I think those are dope. Just because, like I said, I'm cool. There's some antifreeze. In case I'm not the next guy, I try to be appreciative of the next guy. So, also these rotors, they clean them in the back, and they're nice and clean in theirs, and they're nice and really protected with the paint, so no more rust and ugly. I hate rust, it's ugly. So, those are gorgeous. Went over them. Probably got 3 layers on there, and then with clear coat. Everything's got clear coat on it, so it's beautiful. And then the rotors, I like to paint these. I like to paint the rotor where they rust. That way, you know, when you go to do your brakes and stuff, you don't get all nasty. That will look pretty clean even when we take off the wheel. It'd be much better. How do I know? Because I've been running that for years on my Mustang here, and that paint on there is probably 5 or 6 years old, and all you gotta do is a light degreaser and a little scrub, and they clean up well. They hold up. Don't use carburetor cleaner or brake cleaner on there. If you really want to clean things, you gotta take them apart and, you know, clean the part itself, not just hose down the whole car and expect it to be cool. Anyway, more part numbers. Let's see. Here's some rotors. These are the 1-inch supposedly rotors. They're a little bit taller. My other rotors came out at 1 inch, but I think they were just shot. So these are like 1 and they're not 1 and 25ths or whatever, but they're either like 1 and 1/10 or something like that. So there's your number right there. Here's the other number. 5446. I guess they're the same. Alright, and then over here we got some, we got those, the fender wells for the insides there, and that is an 82, so I don't know what they exactly fit, but let's see if we can find some part numbers here. Maybe this one. Maybe that one. I don't know. Maybe that one. That's all I got. There's nothing on the address tag there. Here's the other one. It's both left and right. Whoop. Suckers. Better not show up my house. And this one, the one I got here is 0129. So, not too sure. I hope it helps. Alright, let's get back to the truck. So, we got all kinds of stuff done. You know what? Let me stop this video so we can make a new one.